Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And today we have a ton of crypto news to cover. But first guys, over on Bybit right now, there are $3,500 worth of bonuses. Just wanted to quickly say that. Our first piece of news. Polkadot founder announces a $774 million development fund for DeFi. Wood invited DOT holders to put forward their suggestions for furthering the network's growth, offering Polkadot's treasury fund as an incentive. Following DOT's rally last week, driven by the announcement of Polkadot's highly anticipated parachain auctions, Gavin Wood teased a $774 million ready to be spent on innovative ideas. This, to be honest with you, is a ridiculously high amount. But he said on Twitter, Polkadot treasury currently has about 19 million DOT, not USD, do the math, in it ready to spend on your ideas for building, improving, educating, and indeed anything else that the Polkadot governance believes is valuable. Could be huge, guys. I'm not exactly sure if this is going to pull through because he just said there is this much money for it. It doesn't mean the fund is actually going to be realized, basically, nor that this much money is going to be put towards it. But this is the current value of the treasury, which, again, guys, could be huge. This could be huge for Polkadot, and I'm pretty excited about it. Then, Bitcoin ETF launch could trigger profit taking. So, for a lot of the people watching, the ETF, the Bitcoin futures ETF, is a very beautiful thing. For the majority of people, they think, it'll allow for a lot of institutional money to flow into crypto, so it's juicy, right? And you're partially correct. Because even though it'll allow for a lot more money and basically volume to flow through, the negative side is that that's mostly good for the institutions though. And volume is not a one-to-one with the price because even though there's more demand, it's specifically for the futures Bitcoin ETF, so again, that is also an important thing to understand. But also, there's going to be way more manipulation and way more, I'm going to say, negative sides for the normal Nancy's like you and I, the retail, because we actually have almost nothing to do with this ETF. You're not going to ever use it yourself, and it's mostly going to be used to be basically manipulative, and yeah. Now, Nigeria, crypto adoption rate hits 24%, followed by Malaysia and Australia. Nigeria has the highest rate of cryptocurrency adoption, followed by Malaysia and Australia. I met a lot of people from Malaysia over the last couple of days. And indeed, over there, it is actually huge, guys. So next year for sure, maybe even this year, I'm going to have to go and visit Malaysia just to come say hi and see and check it out. And by the way, guys, let me know in the comment section down below where you are watching from. I did ask that actually last video. However, I'm actually making sure that somebody writes every single country down just for fun here to make sure I know where all the followers are from. So if you want to put down there where you're from, you might even want to put your city because I'm going to also be going to a lot of places and I want to meet a lot of you guys. So I need to check where the most amount of people are because that's, of course, where we got to go first. And, of course, the community has to come together in a couple of places. We have to figure out what the best places are. All right, so most investors focus on Bitcoin and Ethereum, though some altcoins like Cardano are seeing strong numbers as well. Developing nations appear to be at the center of high adoption rates. So Nigeria, this is actually pretty funny to me. This is the percentage of people who own cryptocurrency by country. 25%, so 1/4 of the people in Nigeria own crypto. Really? That is insane, no? If you think about it, that is insane. The Netherlands is not even on this list. And the United Arab Emirates is also not even in this list. And I guess it's because the percentages are like 1 or so. It's insane if you start thinking about this. 1/4 of the entire freaking population. In terms of Dogecoin, let's see. Nigeria is the highest in every single sector, huh? Oh, that's really freaking funny to me. I guess Mexico also has a high altcoin percentage here. Not that much, I guess, Bitcoin, respectively. I'm just checking through this. It's really interesting to watch just because of how huge this is, man. I thought Japan or South Korea would be way higher than they are because I don't even see South Korea in this list. And Japan is like, I don't know, 20th or so. That is crazy, guys. That is really crazy. Huh. Did you guys expect this? Did you guys expect the list to look like this? How do you measure this? I actually have no idea. I actually have no idea how they measured this. I guess a survey. The Finer Cryptocurrency Adoption Index surveyed over 41,000 individuals in 22 countries and returned some interesting results. These top 3 countries see investors primarily put their capital into Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano. Okay, so 2 things to say. One is this is skewed a little bit because you can't really verify the legitimacy of this, obviously. As with crypto, taking a sample to population is actually one of the most difficult things to do. And that's actually kind of the way with multiple of these things, where every individual is completely random from one another. Because you might say, oh yeah, but there's a lot of factors that you can take into account to basically assume that a person would hold crypto or has a higher chance, which is true. But in the end of the day, I know people that are literally cleaners for job, basically. They hold crypto. And I know some really well-educated accountants that actually don't hold crypto. So it's not a one-to-one, if you get my drift. There don't have to be any other indicators for a person to hold crypto. And so it's really difficult to basically get this from a sample to a population. And also, if you sample completely randomly, even then, it might be completely skewed from the population. So, because you might have just gotten a little bit lucky. Maybe, for example, the people who you surveyed were the people that are interested in taking a survey, who are more keen to be on a computer, who are more familiar with being with the computer and filling in surveys like that, which have a higher chance of owning crypto. I mean, the percentages could be way lower or way higher for some other countries. Just kind of thinking about that. Specifically in Nigeria, I think the people who will answer your survey are, not that representative of the entire country. But again, that's just my thought process behind it. Ripple price analysis, XRP bulls shaky in defense of critical $1 support. The XRP bulls appear to be undecisive in their recovery as well as the overall volume wanes. It's essential to keep an eye on the $1 support in the near future. Fun fact, my trades right now actually would, I think, close if we go below $1 for XRP. But I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really expect us to do so. Is the long story short, I don't really expect us to actually hit below $1 for XRP in the near future, as things are looking pretty beautiful for Bitcoin itself. Now, I actually do believe that we'll break an all-time high for Bitcoin within the shortest amount of time here too. I'm not sure if it's going to be this week or the next week and go sideways for a little while, but it will break through without that much of a hassle. And from that perspective, I think altcoins will follow a little bit later, but I don't think they'll dump as much anymore unless Bitcoin takes a full strike downwards. But as I said before, I think the upside is a higher chance right now specifically. And that's, of course, why I still have my long positions open on Bitcoin and XRP and everything like that. By the way, there's a new pair over on Bybit. There's also DOT. And these inverse, the difference between inverse and USDT is here if you trade, you basically get paid in the crypto. And here if you trade, you can basically get paid in dollars, which is not the one that I mostly go for. Fun fact, I mostly go for the other one. But, I have 2 trades open with USD now. And they're basically in 2,000, or let's say 230%, 240% profit, and about 390% profit right now, respectively. Then France trials a Cbdc for settling government bond transactions. Banque de France executed these transactions as a part of a 10-month trial for the Cbdc. The central bank tied with banks like the Société Générale, BNP Paribas, and HSBC in this pilot, and the pilot makes France one of the highest Eurozone members to trial a Cbdc. Good stuff, right? Reportedly, these transactions are part of a 10-month deal. We shall see. We shall see. Bitcoin price is up 50% since China selflessly banned Bitcoin mining. Little fun fact, every time China bans it, a couple of months later, the price goes to a new level. Happens every single time. You can't really be too sad or angry or whatever for China banning it. Whatever. They want to ban it, let them ban it, man. That's what I keep kind of sharing every single time. It's not really hard, if you ask me, to kind of predict how the price is going to move in general waves. Every time China bans it, people oversell. They go crazy on the selling pressure. And then every time, a little bit afterwards, people realize, hey, nobody actually cares about what China does in the banning aspect because it's happened multiple times before, and it doesn't really matter for the majority of us. Bullish on-chain signal. I guess one easiest thing to say right there as well is because the mining got taken away, that's not good, not bad. It doesn't do anything. Mining getting taken away might help for centrality, might not because it's more centralized in the USA now. So I'm going to say that there's no net difference. It's mostly a difference in buying and selling pressure. However, I think that one evens itself out, maybe in even a positive manner because all the China selling pressure from the mining is gone. So it's not over to the US. But the buying pressure is gone and the selling pressure is gone. It's like it's always neutral in that sense, and people need to realize that, which sometimes take a couple of months. Bullish on-chain signal previously preceding parabolic Bitcoin runs flashes. An on-chain metric that has preceded major Bitcoin bull runs has just flashed up again, and BTC could be gearing up for another wild ride. Charles Edwards says, historically, every time the MVRV Z-score reclaimed the 3.0, Bitcoin went on a parabolic price run for the next 1 to 2 months. Bitcoin just reclaimed 3.0, and I'm not really too familiar with this, so I'm not going to even try attempt it, but I just wanted to quickly share because some of you guys might find it interesting. So you do you on this one, the MVRV Z-score. Interesting, huh? Very, very interesting. No, I don't know what to do with this. Just be honest, I don't know how this works. You do it though, you use it if you want to, and you don't know the terms for it. And then Russia aims to replace, this just came out, the US dollar reserves with digital assets in the long term. Last week, the Russian president said it was a bit early to use crypto to settle oil trades, but apparently they're pushing for de-dollarization, and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs is reportedly considering replacing the US dollar with not only traditional fiat currencies, but also digital currencies. Quote, it's possible to replace the US dollar with other currencies, both national and regional, as well as some digital assets in the long term, which is very freaking cool if you ask me. Alright guys, that was it for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. Of course, when I say today's video, I mean one of the videos from today, because there's a lot of stuff coming. Make sure you press the like button, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and make sure you also check out my second channel, which is called 5 Minute Crypto, because I'll be doing a lot of trading videos over there, so hopefully you guys can make some crazy money in crypto.